What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be going into a discussion topic on why Bloodborne is literally the best Soulsborne game ever. Hands down, the best Soulsborne game ever created, and hands down, one of the best video games ever created. How could you not love Bloodborne? Also, keep in mind, this is an opinion piece, an opinion video, if you will. So this just, it's going to be my opinion. It's going to be a biased one, but it's my opinion. So what do you think of when you think of Bloodborne? You think difficulty, you think a good story, you think, gosh, this looks so dark and eerie and mysterious and Lovecraftian. The horror and eeriness of the game is so well utilized, and it's so well pushed towards the player in an organic way that I feel as if when you look at Bloodborne as a whole, we see the difficulty and we see the horror aspect to it, and we see the message that if you live too long in the dream, you're bound to run into a few nightmares. There's different messages and there's different psychological things that come to light within Bloodborne, and I feel as if when we look at the lore behind the game, we really see that start to unfold. I know I've said it as a theory in little bits and parts of other videos that I've did in Soulsborne Academy, but when you look at even the headstones, those are different nightmares. Those are different parts of your conscious, whether it be subconscious or actual frontal lobe consciousness, that we actually see the hunter go into these different parts of the map, these parts of the consciousness, and we see him fight all these different demons, whether that be his own demons or someone else's. There's also a lot to be learned from Bloodborne as well. I know, education in Bloodborne, what is this? But it's true, when we come to the boss called the amygdala, not amygdala. I will never call it amygdala. That's it. Oh, what's the name of the boss? Amygdala. Get it right. Amygdala. I swear to everything unholy. Can I just go on a rant for a second? Why is it amygdala? Why? What, did they just want to piss psychologists off? What is this madness exactly? When I think of a name and you pronounce it amygdala, it sounds like a ghost. It's like, oh, I'm the great amygdala. It's like, no, it's amygdala. Amygdala. The amygdala is responsible for your fight or flight responses, anxieties, fear, passion, regret. It's responsible for all these different types of emotions that are absolutely crucial to one's survival. The fact that they play off of the amygdala in different parts of Bloodborne, and actually, I take that back, they play on it during the entirety of the game. Whether it's in the DLC to the main game, you're always seeing bits and pieces of the amygdala and how not only the character looks, but how it represents itself throughout the game. There's this constant notion of fight or flight, this psychological underpinning that it creates a miasma of just, do I do this or do I do that, or where can I possibly meet in between? Not only that, not only the psychology, not only the aura, not only everything that the game has to offer, but the replayability. I have never had a game where I spent more than, maybe I maxed out like 100 hours in gameplay. I have almost 340 hours clocked in with Bloodborne. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. The replayability of this game is phenomenal. I've never wanted to really get platinum in a game. Like, I want to get platinum in Final Fantasy 16, but Final Fantasy 16 is absolutely incredible. It kind of like draws the player in with its different side quests and the story and all of that. That's what Bloodborne has in store for anyone who plays it. It's that mystery. It's that aura of suspense. Did I collect everything? Oh my God, I didn't know I could collect this. What is there left to collect? What is there left for me to sink my teeth into? I'm going to be incredibly sad when I get the platinum for Bloodborne, because I will have done everything in that game and there will be nothing left to explore. There's so much to love about this game, and there's so much to explore within this game. I'm currently at the Thumerian Queen right now. You need to get that trophy in order to get platinum within the game, because she is a very important character lore-wise. But yeah, after that, I'll have 33 out of 40 required trophies, and it'll be bittersweet when I get the platinum. I'll just say that. I'm so excited. Like, the main reason I even got a PS4, I think it was a year and a half ago, was for Bloodborne. That's it. That was the main reason why I got a PS4. And exploring the game, going back, like, it is one game where I wish I could wipe my memory of entirely and experience it fresh all over again. Even watching playthroughs of it, watching, Fighting Cowboy do his walkthrough of it, it never gets old. And I feel like that's so incredibly difficult to capture with a game, is the essence of it never getting old, never getting boring. That's one thing that they did with this game. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they managed to make the game impossible to have a sense of boredom, to be bored bored with. And I feel like that's so hard to capture. That's so hard to encapsulate. Like, they did the same thing with Resident Evil 1 Remake. No matter how many times I go back and play that game, I will always find something that I did not find on a previous playthrough. Granted, I still need to get platinum with that one, but still, there's so many different things in that game that I look at differently as a 30-year-old than, of course, I did when I was 10 years old playing it for the first time. Much like Resident Evil 1 Remake, oddly enough, has replayability out the wazoo, and it makes it so much better to go through. I hate whenever I'm going through a game and one of my thoughts is, oh god, I'm never going to want to play this thing again. Like, the initial time is enough for me, and that's sad. But some cases, I'm going to play devil's advocate here, some cases one playthrough of the game is enough emotionally. And for me, that game was Death Stranding. I can't go back to that game without getting emotional. When it comes to Death Stranding, however, much like Bloodborne and much like Resident Evil 1, the way in which the game is structured is key in making the playthrough a memorable one. When it comes to Bloodborne, yes, there's blood and guts and horror, but the minimalism of the dialogue and the way in which it is played through, of where you can explore anywhere you want to in Yharnam, you can make false depths in your headstone area that you have for the chalice tombs, right? You can make false depths and explore developer crafting zones of where they scrap certain ideas, or where people make certain false depths so you can get more echoes or more items, or the swords and all the collectibles that you need in order to get platinum. This is an entire community. Bloodborne is made memorable. It's made special not only by what the game has given you, but by how incredible the community is. But the only games I will ever do co-op in willingly are Soulsborne games. I've done co-op in Destiny before. I've done co-op in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I've done so many different types of co-op. It does not hit the same way as a Souls game. But when it comes to co-op in Bloodborne, or any Souls game for that matter, I don't know what it is. I haven't pinned down quite what exactly is the reason why, but the co-op is just so much better, from the people who you're co-oping with to the way in which you have that little bit of your heart gets going whenever it's like, oh my god, so-and-so is coming into co-op, or you're raiding someone, or whatever it is. It's one of those memorable moments of when, I've made so many friends through doing co-op in Bloodborne. There was this one person, whenever I was fighting Orphan of Cause, at first I did a little bit of co-op with it because I was like, you know what, this is absolutely, I need to be able to share this moment with someone. So I ended up making like a couple of friends through me trying to do co-op with someone for Orphan of Cause. And I ended up thinking to myself, you know what, I really want to beat this boss on my own. And they were encouraging me. They were supportive. They were like, oh my god, I can't wait to check it out whenever, it hits YouTube, because I told them that I do YouTube. And it's so much fun. Shout out to you guys if you're watching right now, because you made the experience of doing co-op for, Orphan of Cause, when I didn't think I could beat the boss, very memorable and very much amazing. But then, as you guys know, when I filmed it, I ended up beating him on my own, mostly doing parry, and that was absolutely such an incredible feeling to beat a boss that I've only ever heard about in the Soulsborne sphere, and was the main reason why, by the way, that I got Bloodborne. I mainly got Bloodborne to face Orphan of Cause. Let that sink in for a second. I saw the game played on a friend of mine's stream, and I remember him going just turn after turn after turn after turn, facing this boss, and I'm like, why is this boss carrying a placenta? Why does this boss look so sad? Why do I have the feels towards a boss that looks like it could kill me in my sleep? That is the essence of what Bloodborne is. It is a community game, but can be something of where we encourage one another to succeed from afar. Even though the game is primarily single player, You can bring a community in of people who love the game and have fun with it and play with strangers or play with close friends. The co-op in this game makes the game so incredibly memorable. Even playing it by yourself is just as fun as playing with co-op, and you don't find that too much with games. Not only that, but as cheesy as it sounds, Bloodborne made me a more intensive gamer. It made me a more confident gamer. It made me a more confident person, because if I can fight Orphan of Cause and I can beat Orphan of Cause, I can do anything. If I can beat Ishin Sword Saint, I can do anything. I can make anything happen. With strong will, determination, and the willingness to get past your own ego in order to do something outside your comfort zone, that is what makes that's what makes or breaks you. That's what makes your mindset change from, I don't know if I could do this, to, okay, I got this. That's what Bloodborne did for me, and that's what Bloodborne does for so many people. But you guys, that was it for today's video on me basically lusting over Bloodborne. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below. I make videos every day here on YouTube. May you find your worth in the waking world, your hunter. Stay casually nerdy, and I will see you all in the next video. Umbasa.